day so far. I noticed the snow is still melting, so whether it's from this room or not, I don't know, but we're still safe. I have 6 points to make, if I may. Many years ago, when I was talking about investing with a gentleman, his comment to me, he says, make sure you have your facts. He said, once it's hard to dig out facts and weigh those facts. He says, once you get the facts and you're sure of them, then you can make a decision in a nanosecond. I'm not sure yet I can make a decision in a nanosecond, but I think I can do that. My first point is, the state of Maine doesn't have any printing presses here. Federal government does. The printer, something fierce. I noticed in one of the newspapers that the federal budget is not balanced. The one presented, I think it was in Portland Sunday Telegram maybe, or the Kennebec Journal, it's billions and billions of dollars out of whack. That's what's been proposed by the president. So you have that piece of information. I'll give you a historical fact. Some of us were around when Jimmy Carter was president. You remember the inflation years? 10, 15, 12%. I was teaching school at the time. Superintendent said, we'll catch you up. We'll catch you up. I've been practicing law, which was a lot more lucrative at the time. And we never got caught up. Just didn't. And so inflation comes with printing of money. We talked about banks a few minutes ago. What's your interest in the bank? Get some money in the bank? $1,000, $2,000? What's your interest? 0.0 something. Why? Because the federal government is handing out chits, if you will, to the banks, and then printing money based on what they've given the banks. It was mentioned here by the good gentleman, senator from, didn't quite finish it, I wish he had, from Cumberland, about the bank issue, and I think it's been mentioned before. There's no interest there. So I ask you, ask those of us who tried to save some money so you wouldn't have to support us in our old age. I get a grandchildren for that, I guess, but there's not going to be any money there, but inflation's going to chew that up. So I was on the cusp on this thing, and I've got all sorts of phone calls and help, and I asked one of the good senators to give me some data. And reading the data that, with all due respect, is not necessarily clear. So I think those are things we need to look at. My last comment, I was talking to a gentleman outside, another representative, and we were talking about buying cars, and I bought Volkswagens, brand new Volkswagens, $1,500 to $1,800. Gasoline was 25 to 30 cents a gallon. So our dollar's inflated. It's terrible what we're doing to the dollar. Those of you who know some history, you remember the German mark, when you study history, they run around with wheelbarrows. In a sense, that's what we're doing. So I understand the stories on the other side. We tend to do that. We tend to personalize them. But if we did everything based on a personal story, lots of us would be in a little bit of trouble, I guess. Thank you, Mr. President.